Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there in that play.
They did a really nice job standing in proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Allen gonna go on 4th down. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Check pass. 19 Tiger.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. He's at the 30. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Khair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Panthers nothing. Tyler Bass with a kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brought down by Ed Oliver. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost.
And shutting him off, now open field. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Panthers nothing. Tyler Bass with a kickoff for Buffalo.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Okay,
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
let's go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 tight, 19, hurt.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready! Heavy line! 18 Cardinals. Warriors, 17. Ready?
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There's another one complete to Chenault. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
They'll look to throw again. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Davis, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On play action, Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bills 56, Panthers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Be knocked away. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
60
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. It's Chenault again. Touchdown, Panthers. LaVisca Chenault from 3 yards out. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Folk connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.